This is a review on Sony's HMZ-T1 3D personal viewer. This awesome device gives the user an extraordinary experience of being in a whole cinema by themselves. It simulates watching a 150-inch screen from only 12 feet away. Obviously included in the whole package you have the actual viewer itself. You get some accessories like additional padding, different sizing padding shall I say. You have these bits here which go underneath, which will basically try and prevent some light from coming in from the bottom. You also have the power adapter as well as an HDMI cable which supports 3D formats, and obviously this little box here. Without this the whole thing wouldn't work. Before I go into any more detail, I'd like to explain a bit about this hub here. At the front we have the little port where you connect the viewer to, and then on the back we have a HDMI in and a HDMI out. Now on the in, that's where you connect your HD device such as a PS3 or Blu-ray, and on the out, this is totally optional. If you have the option of pass-through enabled through this device, if you connect this to a TV, when this is on standby, it will then send the audio and video signals to the TV. That said, it can't display it on the TV and the viewer at the same time. If you want to do something like this, you will need a HDMI splitter. So what this would do is you would connect your device such as a PS3 through this port here, and then you would connect one of these to the viewer and one of these to the TV. That way you can view, let's say, like a DVD on both at the same time. Okay, so if you want to connect all your devices up to this viewer, you obviously need to power it up. So let's just do this first. Okay. So now that's powered up. We need a HD device, so I'm going to use my PS3 for this case. And you want to make sure that your HDMI cable is plugged into the HDMI in and then onto your HD device. And that's pretty much to it. The only thing that you need to do now is get the connection for the viewer and just plug it in the front here. There we go. The main issue people are going to have when they're first trying this is to get it connected to the head. And the reason is because if you don't have it connected properly, it may put pressure on your nose or or more on your forehead, as well as it's going to be blurry. So you want to make sure this is snug on your head and that the clarity is really good, because even just a slight down or up, side to side, it's going to really affect the quality that you're going to be viewing. Okay, so the best way I can personally recommend to get this connected to your head properly are to keep note of several things. One, it comes with 3 different sized head pads, as you can see. Mine originally came on with this one, and I connected this thinner one right here because this really made a difference for me. The other thing are these little sliders here. There we go. This changes the width that these are at, as you can see. So these are 2 main things that really make a difference. Now to connect it to your head, I would suggest getting these bits here, just disconnect them so they're all flappy, and same with this one here, just disconnect that one, and make sure these side bits are completely up so they're not down like this. Make sure they're completely extended. Once you've done that, you want to make sure that the device is switched on. There you go, by clicking this button here, just holding it down for a second, and you'll notice that the light will turn blue any second now. Okay, so the way I did it was I placed it onto my head like this, and I used both of my hands to basically move it around and get it in focus. And don't forget to use these sliders here also. Once you believe you have it in focus, that's when you can start adjusting. Now I do want to note that don't forget to use these. If you feel like you're not going to get optimal results, just try a different size one of these. Okay, so now I have this in the appropriate position. What you want to do is you want to go around your back of the head and you just want to adjust these straps here. So tighten them up as much as you can while keeping one hand on the viewer. so that way you can keep it in focus while you're attaching it to your head. If it is maybe not tight enough, then just literally just push these in until they're tight enough. Once you've got it connected to your head, absolutely fine, and you can see the writing, so it's not too fuzzy, then adjust the earphones right here. And then you're pretty much done. Go through all the settings. So at the moment it is on welcome, and it's pretty damn clear for me. Okay, so the next screen says, on the next screen the following 3 marks appear. Verify that all 3 marks appear to intersect on the horizontal line. If the lines do not cross, please stop using this product. See the operating instructions for details. Press the menu button to proceed to the next screen. So now I'm on the next screen, and what I can see is these 3 eyes, the letter I should I say, and a solid line going through. If the line isn't going through them, then just readjust it until you're happy. Once you're happy, press the menu button again, and then you'll get a warning sign. Some people may experience discomfort such as eye strain, fatigue or nausea while watching video images or playing games on this device. Sony recommends that all viewers take regular breaks. This device should not be used by children 15 and under. Please read the operating instructions carefully to ensure correct usage. Press OK, and then the device that you have connected is basically what it's displaying. So currently what I can see is the XMB on the PS3, and it's a really weird experience. It's basically sitting down in a cinema all by itself, basically watching it on big screen or playing a game on a big screen. So for those who have always wanted to play a game in a big screen cinema, this is pretty much what you're getting, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I've had more than a couple of days to have a play around with this, and I can honestly say that so far I've been like more than impressed. When it comes to 3D films, I've got to say I was blown away. Now you do have to keep note that some films aren't really good in 3D, such as Clash of the Titans. I mean, like, when I saw that, there's barely any 3D in it, and the 3D was basically pathetic. Things like Tangled 3D and Tron 3D, they blew me away. The 3D effects were fantastic. There was literally no ghosting at all. Some 3D content may look a little bit transparent. With this, for me personally, I didn't have any of that. It was like a solid 3D effect. So this was definitely a plus. Not only that, you get the brightness of a 2D film, but with the 3D effects. If you go see a 3D film at the cinema or on a 3D TV, like, because of the polarized glasses or active shutter glasses, it dims down the color slightly. With these, you're getting the full color and the contrast, and it's just fantastic. It's very hard to explain. You have to personally view it yourself to be able to get your own opinion on it. But I was just blown away by it. And as for 2D films, just as good. Obviously without the 3D, but it's basically watching it in a cinema. As for the games, well, like I said, it basically being a cinema experience, but better. If you've ever wanted to play a game on a big screen in the cinema, this is basically it. For games such as Modern Warfare 3, who has they feature a 3D option, you're going to be blown away by that, as well as Black Ops Zombies. That is also fantastic. As for the 3D quality, I would probably recommend Modern Warfare 3 doing the survival, mainly because Black Ops is a little bit jottery. The Modern Warfare 3 is very smooth, so that is down to the game, not the viewer. Battlefield 3, although it's a 2D game, just imagine flying a jet in one of these. It's crazy. It's an experience to another level. Obviously, as blown away as I am, there are a few negatives. I don't know if you can see, but there's a rectangle on my head. This might be because I'm bald and I've got no hair to pat it down, but if I'm to wear this and then go out, I'm going to look a bit silly. The other thing is with actually wearing it, I would say if you're sitting up while wearing it, you could probably only wear it for about, I'd say, half an hour plus before you have to have a 5 to 10 minute break, because this weighs £2 and over time the pressure does put it a bit against your forehead, so it is recommended to have a little break. I mean, if you've got a strong mentality and can go through that without having a break, good on you. If you're laying down, you can probably extend it up to about an hour plus. So in the future, I would like to see a model that you can wear throughout a whole film or have a good gaming session without needing to take it off for a little break. That would be fantastic. My other thing I would like to say is with the headphones. Although the audio is top notch, I don't think you can fault the audio. It's not noise cancelling, so anyone that's around you will be able to hear what you're like watching or playing. So it's going to annoy them a little bit, but if you're on your own, that's not much of an issue, and the quality is fantastic. I mean, as a whole, would I recommend it? Absolutely. I mean, if I had lots of money, I would buy loads of HDMI splitters, so that when my friends come around we can all view it, because it is so much better than watching it on a TV. But it would be good in the long run when the price goes down a bit and more people can be able to afford it, because at the moment £800 for this over a TV is a lot, but to be honest I would still buy this over a TV if it was just me. But obviously with the annoyance of having the breaks. But apart from that, I mean, this is a top-notch product from Sony. I can see improvement models in the future, but for now, this is probably pretty much the best 3D experience you're going to get for a long time. Cheers guys for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed the review.